Good morning, my name is Rock Daniels. Welcome to another edition of America Water Cooler News. So in today's headlines, former President Donald J. Trump has pleaded not guilty to 34 felony counts in a Manhattan criminal courthouse relating to falsifying business records in a conspiracy to bury information that would have negatively affected his bid for president in 2016. Now, after a plea, Trump then traveled to Mar-a-Lago in Florida to deliver a speech. Now, during this speech, he spent much of his time complaining about his unfair treatment he's had since running for president in 2016. He addressed some other major legal challenges he is facing, such as being protected by the Presidential Records Act in his handling of classified documents that were seized in a raid of his Mar-a-Lago home. Now, Trump also claimed that the justice system is being weaponized against him to keep him from being elected in 2024, while warning the crowds that nuclear war and World War III could happen under the Biden administration. Now, as former President Donald Trump surrendered to the New York authorities over alleged hush money payments, President Biden discussed artificial intelligence with his advisors. Now, Biden refused to comment on Trump's criminal charges, but his press secretary was forced to address it at her daily briefing. She repeatedly stated that commenting on an ongoing case was not appropriate, despite reporters' persistent questioning. Now, when asked why Biden spoke extensively about the January 6th insurrection despite ongoing cases, the press secretary said it was because it was an attack on democracy and needed to be spoken to. Now, former Division I college athletes, including Chuba Hubbard and Kira McCarthy, have filed a class action antitrust lawsuit against the NCAA and the 5 wealthiest college sports conferences, seeking millions of dollars in damages. Now, the lawsuit, filed in the Northern District of California, seeks triple damages for all current and former Division I athletes as far back as 2018. Now, the defendants are the NCAA, the ACC or Atlantic Coast Conference, the Big Ten, the Big 12, the Pac-12, and the Southeastern Conference. Now, the plaintiffs aim to recover monetary awards that were illegally denied to athletes despite the 2019 ruling that made it permissible for schools to provide nearly $6,000 in academic benefits to college athletes. Now, the Wall Street Journal's reporter who is detained in Russia for spying has met with his lawyers for the first time since his arrest last week, says the newspaper's editorial-in-chief, Evan Gershovich, who's 31. He's being held for 2 months for investigation. He is accused of trying to obtain classified information about Russian arms factories, a charge the Journal has denied. Now, Gershovich, his family has been relieved that they've been able to contact him finally over the last couple of weeks. Now, he's going to seek a trial, and we will see what goes on after that. Now, Johnson & Johnson has increased the amount of funds that they're setting aside to settle claims that its baby powder, the talcum powder, has caused cancer. They've gone from $2 billion to $8.9 billion is what they've set aside. Now, the company's subsidiary, LTL Management, will file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection and seek court approval for a plan that would result in one of the largest product liability settlements in U.S. history. Now, over 60,000 parties have filed lawsuits against Johnson & Johnson alleging harm from talcum powder. Now, the company denies any wrongdoings and will pay the amount over the next 25 years. All right, well, that does it for another edition of America Water Cooler News. My name is Rock Daniels. I am the Bluegrass Realtor for all your Central Kentucky real estate needs. Please be sure, take a moment, click that subscribe button so you and I can stay connected. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you here again tomorrow. Have a great day, guys.